LEK Consulting is a strategy management consulting firm looking to grow its consulting team. This 1,800-person firm offers the best of both worlds. It's large enough to provide the support and prestige of a larger organization, but small enough to offer a tight-knit culture. LEK offers a competitive compensation and benefits package, the option to work internationally, and tremendous learning and development opportunities. And that's just barely touching the tip of the iceberg. The firm employs a hybrid working model, giving you flexibility with your schedule. You'll work in the office for 2 days out of the week. You choose which days, and you'll work from home for the remainder. In addition, the firm has a vibrant office culture with weekly social events where you can unwind and build friendships with your colleagues. A beer cart on Friday afternoons, sign us up. Ready to expand your impact? Apply today for a role with LEK. The link to learn more and apply is in the show notes, or go to lek.com.
Welcome to this episode of Strategy Simplified. It's game time. Interview season is upon us. So today, we're breaking down our ultimate case practice plan. Follow along as I break down the 5 steps in order we recommend you take to effectively prepare for case interviews. Let's dive in. Case practice plans. It feels like everybody on the internet has one. Well, here at Management Consulted, so do we. But I'd like to think that we have a little bit more credibility and experience putting case practice plans together than some of the other ones you might have seen. This plan is born out of almost 15 years of experience helping thousands of candidates navigate case interviews at consulting firms and across industry. Let's dive into our 5-part case practice plan. First, I'm going to preview all 5 steps for you, and then I'll do a deeper dive into each one. Step 1, start with market sizing questions. Step 2, do 10 cases twice each. Step 3, get with a partner. Step 4, read and drill to fix mistakes. And step 5, put it all back together. Now, let's start from the top. Step 1. If you're at the beginning of your case preparation process, start with market sizing. Why? There are a couple of reasons. Number 1, market sizing tests you for all the skills that you need to know in a broader case. The ability to make reasonable assumptions, the ability to structure a problem-solving approach, the ability to do calculations, and the ability to drive to business insights. Second, you'll often see market sizing as a standalone round 0 screening case, and very often you'll see market sizing as a part of a broader round 1 case. So not only does practicing and starting with market sizing teach you the core case skills you need to know, but it's also eminently practical because more often than not, you'll see a market sizing element to at least one of the cases you'll do in your process. Finally, market sizing is easy to start with. You don't need a partner, and you don't need pre-written cases. I live in the Austin, Texas area. As I'm driving down the road and see a fireworks shop on the side of the road, I can think to myself, I wonder what the market size for fireworks is in Austin. And I can start working through that problem without a partner and without any other information. It all depends on the assumptions I make, the structure I put around the problem, the calculations I do, and the insights I extract from my analysis. You can do the same thing. As you're in your house and a lamp catches your eye, you can think, I wonder what the market size is for lamps in my city or my country. So, in summary, market sizing is a great place to start your case prep process. Now, tactically, how many questions should you do? Our recommendation, do 2 a day for 5 days, so 10 total market sizing questions, and then for the next 5 days, do 2 a day with a partner. Have that partner push back on your assumptions, your calculations, and push you to get to deeper insights. Step 2, do 10 cases twice. Now, you're ready to do full cases. You're still a beginner, you'll still have more gap areas than areas of strength, but the quicker you start doing full cases, the faster you'll get ready. Run these cases with a timer, and it's okay at this point if you're doing these cases solo. At this stage of your prep, your focus should be on getting the mechanics down. Do you know all the pieces of a case and how they fit within the broader case context? Do you know the timing within which you should complete each piece of the case? Here's a quick rundown of how long, ideally, each piece of a case will take you. The interviewer will take 1 minute to read the prompt. You'll take a minute to recap. Then you'll take 2 minutes, or up to 2 minutes, to ask clarifying questions. Be careful. At this point, you are not asking for any new data, just asking clarifying questions. Then you'll take 2 minutes to build your structure, another 2 minutes to deliver your structure, and then you'll move into the quantitative and non-quantitative pieces of the case. Each quant question should take you about 3 to 5 minutes to solve, and each creative or brainstorming question should take you 2 minutes to solve. Beware. Cases for MBA candidates or for more senior roles may be longer than cases for undergraduate candidates. These longer cases include multiple quant and or multiple creative pieces to the case. At the end, you'll take 2 minutes to deliver your final recommendation. If you've been doing mental math and following along with me, you would have determined that for a first round case at the undergraduate level, which is most likely going to have 1 quant piece and 1 qualitative question, a top candidate will finish that case in 17 minutes. So run these 10 cases with a timer. Push yourself to build a robust structure in 2 minutes, to deliver that structure in 2 minutes, to do case math within 5 minutes, and in general, to stay on track and on time. Once you've done a case the first time, go back and run it again. This time, you're familiar with the business problem, you're familiar with where the case is going, so you're going to push yourself to build a more robust structure, to get to deeper insights from the math, and ultimately to drive to a stronger final recommendation. My advice, build a spreadsheet and keep a tracker of all the cases that you do, including the case type, the firm style, where you did well, and areas for improvement to ensure you're being as strategic as possible with where you focus your time.
We'll be right back after this quick message from our sponsor. Palm Tree is hiring now for consulting roles across its U.S. offices. You can apply at palmtreellc.com or through the link in the show notes. But why should you care? Palm Tree is a premier M&A consulting and advisory firm that sits at the intersection of strategy, finance, and analytics. The firm looks like a traditional consulting firm from the outside, but it's much more than that, functioning as a one-stop shop to support private equity clients. Palm Tree focuses exclusively on mergers and acquisitions and the private equity investment lifecycle, transactions, transitions, and transformations of businesses. Sound exciting? To learn about open roles and to apply, click the link in the show notes or go to palmtreellc.com.
Step 3, get with a partner. Now that you've done market sizing questions and done 10 cases twice each, you're ready to get with a partner. Ideally, this will be an expert partner, whether it's a management consulted coach, an alum from your school, a case buddy from the firms you're targeting, a friend who's gone through and successfully navigated the process, a career coach, somebody who knows what they're talking about. Get with a partner and ask them to push you. Have them use a standardized scoring chart, use MCs if you want, it's linked to in the show notes, and give you specific, actionable feedback. Again, have them push back on your assumptions, challenge your calculations, and push you to get to deeper insights. Based on their feedback, you'll have a really good sense of where your strength and gap areas are. Now, here's where books come into play, and here's where drills come into play. Many candidates make the mistake of reading casebooks cover to cover at the beginning of their process. You get a whole lot of theory, but not any application. Instead, you should use books at this stage of your process to fill specific gap areas. Read specific chapters of our casebooks or others to fill gaps in your structure, your math, your business acumen, or other areas of the case. Plus, use drills like the ones available on the Management Consulted platform to most efficiently allocate your prep time. Go to the math drills if you're struggling with math, the structure drills if your structures could be stronger, The brainstorming drills, if you're struggling to come up with ideas on the fly, you get the idea. At this point, step 4 of the process, you're taking a scalpel-like approach, drilling to fill gap areas and fix mistakes. Step 5, put it all back together. Now you're ready to run through full mock interviews again, ideally with a partner. Don't just have them push you on the technical pieces of a case, but also have them focus on your communication, your polish, and have them pressure test you. Now is the time to simulate the interview environment as much as possible. So there you have it, our 5-part drill-based case preparation method. Now, some of you may be wondering, when I'm working through cases on my own or working through cases with a partner, what type of cases should I be working through? Great question. In step 2, when you're doing those 10 cases 2 times each, here's my recommendation. Do 4 profitability cases, 4 market study cases, and 2 M&A cases. This will give you broad exposure to different case types and give you a better understanding of where your strengths and gaps lie. Then, when you start working with an expert partner, they can take you right into level 2, creative, and advanced cases. Thousands of candidates have followed this drill-based case practice plan to effectively prepare for case interviews. If you want to be as strategic as possible, so will you. Want help putting this plan into action? Work with a management consulted coach today for the expert feedback and incisive coaching you need. Best of luck with your case interview preparation. Thanks for listening to this episode of Strategy Simplified. As always, if you like what you heard, leave us a rating and review. Want help preparing for case interviews on a short timeline? Work with a management consulted coach today. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time.